A lot of crazy things happened on Smackdown last night. Were they good or were they bad? We're going to talk about it. Thank you so much for joining my channel here at Madden's Elite. Please leave a like or a comment down below and please subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back right after this. We hit the intro and we'll be back to review. What is going on, guys? I'm finally getting off my lazy butt and giving you the Smackdown review. I know, I've been lazy this weekend. I apologize. So, I know you guys probably already seen them, but I'm still going to finish the video anyway. Hopefully you guys like it. So, told you we're going to talk about it, so that's what we're going to do. Hope you like the intro. Please leave a like or a comment down below. It really helps out the video. Or also subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. So Retribution kicked off the show by attacking Big E and John Morrison. Little details, before the match Big E and Morrison could begin, members of the Retribution swarmed in the ring and attacked. After leaving both men down and out, the group ran from the ring before The Miz ran down to help out Morrison. Could The Miz be behind this? I don't know, even if he was, I still don't think that would save his career, because The Miz has been a joke for the last few years. After commercial break, King Corbin told the locker room that they are under attack and suggested everyone follow him as a leader. Big E told Corbin to shut up and said he'll be damned if the foot soldiers from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would hold him back and called on the locker room to stand and fight. Sheamus interrupted, I love Sheamus, and said Big E was now vulnerable and scared without the rest of the New Day, and that's why Retribution attacked. But they wouldn't dare interfere with his match later in the night with Jordy G. Big E ended the segment by saying if Sheamus had any sense, he'd realize that he is not alone. So, it was okay. I mean, same stuff from Retribution. But it's funny, I've been saying for weeks they should move out of the Performance Center if they want this angle to be a little better. And that's what they did. Not saying it was because of what I said. I know Vince has been pushing for this for months now. Just let me have a little pat on the back. Just kidding. Then we go on to that Women's Battle Royal. I didn't like the ending of this. Asuka already won Money in the Bank. She had her chance. This should have been something for Bianca, Tegan, or somebody different. We've already seen the Asuka train. Like, come on. But I'll go over this a little bit in my notes here. Asuka, who already had the title shot at Sasha Banks for SummerSlam, why did she win? I don't understand this. Was a surprise entrance shocking Bayley and Sasha Banks? Okay. Who were operating as ring announcers. Asuka sprinted to the ring and attacked Bayley before the rest of the entrants also ran and got into the ring. Ruby Riott was almost immediately eliminated, effectively taking the bullet for Liv Morgan. The Idiotics were eliminated moments later and pulled Morgan off the canvas for elimination before the team sprawled off. There were other minor storylines running through the match, including Lacey Evans and Naomi redoing their issues, ending when Evans was able to eliminate Naomi. Bianca Belair had an impressive moment, single-handedly eliminating Tamina. Then Dana Brooke pulled the old sneak playing off, trying to wait outside the ring after not being eliminated. But that didn't do well for her before being eliminated and leaving the final two of Asuka and Shayna Baszler. Bayley tried to help eliminate Asuka when Baszler landed a knee while Asuka was on the apron. Asuka landed on Bayley and Banks rather than the floor, however, and then reversed a Kurafita clutch by pulling Baszler off the top rope to score the elimination and get a shot at Bayley's gold at SummerSlam. There was a bit too much of the eliminated competitor eliminate someone else gimmick through the match, but deciding to run with 2 Asuka matches at SummerSlam is a gutsy call and should make for a pair of very good matches. And they give him a grade B. That's a little... I know a lot of people were upset about the results for this. They're being too generous here. I don't think they should get a grade B. I'd give it a C. Only because Asuka had no reason winning this match. It should have been Baszler, Bianca, Tegan. Anybody else would have got a better result. And then, oh boy, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville agreed to a SummerSlam hair versus hair match. Bathroom break. Rose thanked Deville for reminding her that she is much more than a pretty face. Uh-oh. And attacked her 2 weeks ago on Smackdown and cut her hair. I hope I'm still recording. Okay. Sorry about that. My computer went black for a second. Rose threw down a challenge for the two to meet at SummerSlam in a hair versus hair match later in the show. Deville said she was surprised by Rose's earlier challenge. She then said after she thought about the idea, she realized Rose will look great bald before promising to destroy Rose once for all. Deville finished by officially accepting the match. I have no interest in this. I really don't. I don't think we should be going into this any farther. So let's move on. Sheamus defeats Shorty G via pinfall. I'm so sick of this Shorty G shit. I really wish they would go back to Chad Gable. I don't understand. Prior to the match, Sheamus told security they could leave, playing up his earlier statements to Big E that Retribution would not dare run in on his match. Sheamus dominated the early part of the match before Shorty G was able to make a comeback and lock up on the ankle lock and then almost score a roll-up for the win. Instead, Sheamus hit White Noise and hit a bro kick to score the win in a mostly one-sided match. As Sheamus predicted, we've seen better matches from these two in the past, so it's hard not to feel a bit disappointed. Gracie plus, yeah, I agree with that. And now here's where we see a little TNA reunion with AJ Styles and Joseph Parks, aka Abyss. And a lot of you guys picked up on that. I was happy to see. You know, AJ deserves any recognition. He's just been white hot lately. Styles said there are more pressing matters than Retribution, including who he will face for the Intercontinental Championship. He said he just wants to enjoy being champion, preferring to sit at home and enjoy the moment while streaming on Twitch. Joseph Parks, formerly Abyss in Impact Wrestling, which we stated, was in the ring with Styles, said he created a statistical system to determine who would challenge for his title, unveiling a whiteboard that showed only his name and saying no one earned the right to face him for the title. Jeff Hardy then interrupted the promo and pointed out that Sheamus robbed his chance in the Intercontinental Championship tournament. I liked how Hardy brought this up, actually shedding light on it. But that was the past, and he would let it go. But Hardy also said that title means a lot to him since it was the first singles title he ever won. Hardy told Styles that having a match with him sounded super cool and asked man-to-man for a shot at the belt. Styles says he respects Hardy but gave the runaround before saying hell no to the match. After Styles said that this isn't a pity party, Hardy attacked, leaving Styles down and out before singing his own name on Styles' whiteboard. Signing his own name, sorry. Styles seemed to agree to the challenge later in the show. Though the bout was not confirmed, the segment took a hit with some trademark bad WWE humor. I agree. With Styles' statistical system having the acronym PISS. Not a moment of piss, just piss. Phenomenal Intercontinental Statistics System. They give a great C. I agree here because saying you'd rather be home playing Twitch, I don't think was appropriate because if this is for the Intercontinental Championship, it's making a title seem a little weak, like video games are more important than defending the title. And also, too, I see they're having this match next week on Smackdown. This should be for SummerSlam, not Smackdown, unless there's going to be some fuck finish. But that's probably the route they're going with. Don't be surprised. Then Grand Metalik defeat Shinsuke Nakamura via pinfall. Before the match, Cesaro and Nakamura cut a backstage promo saying that they would squash the tiny Lucha House Party like bugs in the tag title match. Nakamura was firmly in control of the match when the Lucha House Party music hit, and Kalisto made his surprise return. Oh boy. Taking out Cesaro and creating a distraction that allowed Metal Leak to hit the diving elbow on Nakamura to score the 3 count. Another too short match that didn't develop any story in the ring. It was just a stepping stone to the eventual tag title shot. They give a grade C+. I would give it a C- actually. Because it was kind of childish. You know, the Lucha House Party stole the titles before the match. Then Cesaro got him back. I don't know. I just don't like the Lucha House Party. I'm sorry if some of you guys do. That's up to you. But I'm not into them. Matt Riddle was attacked by King Corbin. Riddle said no one likes a bounty on their head, and as a laid-back guy, it's annoying to keep his head on a swivel. Riddle said he has tried everything to get Corbin in the ring. Shorty G then interrupted and apologized for attacking Riddle. Riddle forgave him and said to let him know if he ever wanted a match, because he's always down for a fight. Corbin then attacked Riddle from behind, leaving him down and out, and thanking Chad for the help, though it was unclear whether Shorty G was actually a part of the plan, which most likely he was. Now, Alexa Bliss addressed her involvement in the issue between Braun Strowman and The Fiend. Nikki Cross ran into Bliss backstage and apologized for shoving her 2 weeks ago and asked what happened with The Fiend. Bliss didn't want to talk about it, but told Cross that she wasn't leaving because she wanted answers from Braun Strowman. Later in an interview segment, Bliss talked about her relationship with Strowman and their past as teen Little Big. Yippee. She was asked if there was ever anything romantic between the two, which she said maybe. Bliss then talked about how terrifying being around the Fiend was, but also said he was compelling, and for the first time in her life, she understands the idea of moth to a flame. Bliss was asked how she felt about Strowman's comments to the Fiend that he doesn't give a damn about her. Rather than answer, Bliss stared off camera as the show went to commercial. So now we got Big E and John Morrison finally. Big E defeated John Morrison. Morrison focused on a knee at Big E, injured in the earlier attack from Retribution. Big E quickly took over, tossing Morrison from the ring and also hitting a splash as Morrison was laid out on the ring apron. Miz, who was on commentary, provided a distraction, allowing Morrison to hit a chop block on Big E's bad knee. Otis then made his way to ringside, Money in the Bank briefcase in hand. The lights then began to flicker in the building, and then the show cut to commercial. After the commercial, much of the locker room surrounded the ring, and the match continued. The lights then flickered again, and Retribution was shown backstage attacking crew members and destroying property and trapping a man in the bathroom. The roster members eventually realized what was going on and ran backstage, but Retribution was already gone, of course. The match continued for another few moments before Big E locked Morrison in a stretch muffler to secure the submission. Sheamus ran in and laid out Big E after the match, but left as Braun Strowman made his way to the ring. The Retribution nonsense continues to miss the mark, and the whole situation was made to feel silly as Michael Cole and Corey Graves sat feet away from the wrestlers who surrounded the ring, discussing that someone needed to let them know about the backstage attack. Big E and Morrison was yet another match on the card that had potential to deliver in a big way, but all the nonsense reduced an actual match to background noise. I gotta agree with that. I would have gave that a D, not a C-. And here we come to the closing of the show. Braun Strowman called out The Fiend and attacked Alexa Bliss. Strowman said The Fiend knows exactly what he's going to get when they face off at SummerSlam. Strowman again said he was now the most evil son of a bitch anyone has ever laid eyes on. After saying he would kill The Fiend and consume his entrails, Alexa Bliss's music hit. Bliss said they needed to have a conversation and that Strowman is not acting like the man she knows, especially when he said he doesn't give a damn about her. Strowman accused Bliss of using him as a pawn and said everyone who comes into contact with The Fiend changes, including her. Bliss slapped Strowman several times, screaming, "Wake up, this isn't you," before he lifted her over his head, ready to throw her from the ring. But the lights began to go out, with Strowman throwing Bliss into the air as everything went black. The red lights came on and The Fiend was in the ring, and Strowman showed up on the big screen laughing. The Fiend joined in laughter as the show went off the air. This was the official moment Strowman was fully changed by his interaction with the Fiend, the very thing he accused Bliss of undergoing. It's an interesting enough angle and one where Bliss has done a fine job with what she has been given. But Strowman continues to struggle with delivering compelling promos and doing character work. The tone of the SummerSlam match has also shifted to something of a heel versus heel pairing, especially after Strowman viciously attacked Bliss. Grade B minus. I would give it that. I agree with the Strowman bit that he's not really delivering on the promos, but the laughter at the end was pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of resemblance of Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, but I thought it was okay. It wasn't a terrible show, but there's some parts that just sucked. So we'll see if them moving in out of the Performance Center to live shows in a different building next week helps at least with any of the excitement. But I did want to let you guys know real quick that today's video is sponsored by Audible, audibletrial.com. Feel free to check them out. Any of your audiobooks, you have 30 days free trial, and you can cancel at any time. And they also will let you keep your free audiobook. So please, if you guys can, give them a shout. Go online. They got a lot of cool stuff. They got anything from JR to any other big names, that just Goldberg and a few others who just released an audiobook. So check them out. You have 30 days to try it out free. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment, leave a like, share the video, leave a dislike. Any engagement will be amazing, and I appreciate you guys sticking around and waiting. So this video will be uploaded today. Yay! But in any case, I'll see you guys next time for your Monday Night Raw review. Until then, talk to you later.